Imagine waking up to find your Instagram hijacked, your account no longer under your control, and your digital identity suddenly in the hands of someone else. All your photos, private messages, and connections with friends and family are now exposed to a stranger, someone who can do anything they want with your memories and your reputation. This isn't a movie plot or a far-fetched scenario. It's a harsh reality that happens to thousands of people every single day, often without warning. And what did the attacker need to start this chain reaction? Just your username, something you probably thought was harmless to share. Your username might seem like just a label, but in the wrong hands, it's the first thread that can unravel your entire digital life, piece by piece. A username is public by design, meant to help people find you. But it's also the first domino in a chain of attack, a starting point for hackers to dig deeper. Hackers don't always need advanced software or technical wizardry. Often, they rely on psychology, patience, and clever tricks to get what they want. The shock of an account takeover is like a digital home invasion, sudden, personal, and deeply unsettling. Your memories, your conversations, and your online reputation are all at risk. But you're not powerless. Understanding how attackers operate and how they use something as simple as a username is the crucial first step to defending yourself and your online presence. In this guide, we'll show you exactly how a simple username can open the door to a full-scale account takeover and why it's so important to take your digital security seriously. We'll break down the tactics hackers use, like phishing, social engineering, and more, so you can recognize the warning signs before it's too late. And most importantly, we'll give you a clear step-by-step roadmap to protect yourself, your data, and your peace of mind. The goal here isn't to scare you, but to empower you with awareness and practical knowledge. In the digital age, security isn't optional. It's essential for everyone, no matter how tech-savvy you are. Your online safety starts with understanding the threat and taking small but powerful steps to protect yourself. So let's pull back the curtain, dive into the world of digital security, and get started on making your Instagram and your entire online life safer. Your digital life is valuable, and it's absolutely worth protecting, starting right now. Before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. This information is for your protection, not for hacking. Using these techniques to break into accounts is illegal and unethical. Our goal is to help you spot and stop attacks, not commit them. Think of this as a security briefing, like learning to spot counterfeit money, not make it. By understanding how attackers think, you can build a stronger defense. Share this knowledge with friends and family, especially those less tech-savvy. The more people who know, the safer everyone is. Stay updated. Cyber threats evolve constantly. Remember, intent matters. We're here to educate and protect. We'll cover phishing, social engineering, and more. Not as a how-to, but as a what to watch for. Use this knowledge wisely and ethically. Let's proceed with that understanding. To a hacker, your Instagram username is much more than just a label. It's a starting point for a digital investigation, a thread that can unravel your entire online presence if pulled the right way. It's the breadcrumb that leads to your entire online identity, connecting the dots between your public and private life with surprising ease. Attackers use your username to search other platforms, hunting for reused names, old accounts, and traces left behind in forgotten corners of the internet. They know that most people recycle usernames, making it easier to track you across different sites. If they find your username on a breached site, they get valuable clues about your passwords, login habits, and even the types of services you use. This information can be pieced together to guess your passwords or security answers. Your public profile gives them even more: who you follow, your bio, your interests, and sometimes even personal details hidden in your photos or captions. Every post, like, and comment can reveal something new. Each piece of information helps them guess security questions, craft convincing phishing scams, or impersonate you online. It's like assembling a puzzle, and your username is the first piece. Your username is the public face of your digital identity, a thread hackers pull to see what unravels, exposing connections you might not even realize exist. They're not hacking with the username alone, but using it as a launchpad for a broader, more targeted investigation. It's the entry point to a web of information. You give out your username freely, but to a criminal, it's a case file waiting to be opened, filled with clues about your habits, routines, and vulnerabilities. Hackers are patient and methodical, exploiting the small habits we all have, like using the same handle everywhere or sharing too much publicly. Your public username is their key to discovering those habits, mapping out your digital footprint step by step. That's why it's so important to understand how much your username reveals about you and how easily it can be used to connect the dots of your online life. Don't underestimate what a simple handle can expose. It's not just a name, it's a gateway to your digital world. Awareness is your first defense. By understanding the risks, you can take steps to protect your identity and keep your online life secure. Phishing is one of the most common and dangerous cyber attacks, and it often starts with something as simple as your username. Every day, millions of people receive emails or messages that look completely harmless at first glance, but are actually carefully designed traps. Hackers spend time crafting fake emails or DMs that appear to come from trusted sources like Instagram. They use official logos, familiar language, and even mimic the tone of real notifications. Their goal is to create a sense of urgency or fear, making you feel like you have to act immediately. Messages with subject lines like "unusual login attempt" or "account reported for violation" are designed to grab your attention and make you panic. The hope is that you'll click before you have time to think things through. The email looks incredibly official, sometimes even including your profile picture or username. But the link inside leads to a fake login page that's almost identical to the real thing. If you enter your details on this page, you're not logging into Instagram. You're handing your credentials directly to the attacker, giving them full access to your account. These scams are so effective because they feel personal. They use your actual username and sometimes even your profile photo, making the message seem legitimate and targeted just for you. The entire strategy is to make you act before you have a chance to think. When you're stressed or scared, you're more likely to make mistakes. That's why it's so important to always be skeptical of urgent messages, no matter how real or convincing they look. Take a moment to pause and question what you're seeing. Before you click any link, inspect it carefully. On a computer, hover your mouse over the link to see the real URL. On your phone, press and hold the link to preview where it actually leads. If the web address isn't exactly Instagram.com, it's a fake. Even a small typo or extra character means it's not the real site. Remember, Instagram will never ask for your password or sensitive information through email. If you see a message asking for this, it's a scam. If you get a suspicious message, don't interact with it. Just delete it right away. It's better to be safe than sorry. If you're ever worried about your account, open the Instagram app directly or type Instagram.com into your browser. Never use a link from an email or message to log in. Taking just a moment to pause and think before you click can save your account, your personal information, and your peace of mind. Don't let panic or urgency override your judgment. Stay calm and always double-check before you act. Stay alert, trust your instincts, and don't take the bait. Your caution is your best defense against phishing attacks. Social engineering is hacking the human, not the computer. With just your username, attackers can impersonate friends or brands to gain your trust. They might message you, pretending to be a friend needing a verification code. Classic trick to bypass two-factor authentication. Or they'll compromise a friend's account and send you a link to a fake contest. Because it comes from someone you trust, your guard is down. You click, enter your details, and your account is compromised. The attack spreads through your network, exploiting trust at every step. Hackers study your interactions to make their impersonation believable. The best defense? Skepticism, even with friends. If you get a strange request, verify it through another channel. Real friends won't mind if you double-check. Be wary of anything urgent or too good to be true. A quick verification can stop a social engineering attack cold. Trust, but always verify. Brute force attacks are like a thief trying every key until one fits. Hackers use your username and try millions of password combinations, starting with the most common. If your password is weak or reused, your account can be cracked in seconds. They use personal info, pet names, birthdays, favorite bands to guess faster. Instagram blocks rapid attempts, but hackers use botnets to get around this. That's why a strong, unique password is your best defense. Make it long, random, and unrelated to your personal info. The harder your password, the less likely brute force will work. The password reset feature is meant to help, but it's also a target. With your username, hackers can trigger a reset and try to intercept the link. If they've breached your email, they can lock you out of everything. Your email is the master key. Protect it fiercely. Attackers may also try to trick support agents using personal info they've gathered. Limit what you share publicly to make this harder. Even with better verification, the human element is a weak spot. Guard your email and personal details as closely as your passwords. Now, let's build your defenses. Enable two-factor authentication, 2FA. It's the best way to stop most attacks. Use an authentication app for extra security. Create a strong, unique password. Never reuse passwords across sites. Use a password manager to keep track of them. Regularly review which apps have access to your Instagram and revoke those you don't use. Be suspicious of urgent DMs and emails. Never click suspicious links. Always check the URL. Consider making your profile private to limit what strangers can see. Good digital hygiene is your best shield. Take these steps now. Don't wait until it's too late. Your account security is in your hands. We've explored how a simple username can open the door to your digital life. The threats are real, but you have the tools to fight back. Security is an ongoing habit, not a one-time fix. Enable 2FA, use strong passwords, and stay skeptical of unsolicited messages. These simple steps make you a much harder target. Share what you've learned. Help friends and family secure their accounts. A secure network protects everyone. Stay informed and talk about online safety. You are the gatekeeper of your digital world. Don't wait for a breach to take action. Take 10 minutes today to lock down your account. Your memories and connections are worth it. The power to protect yourself is in your hands. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay safe online. You've got this. See you in the next one. This is Cyber Defense, signing off.